Hi everyone, my name's Bianca Fallon and I'm a mummy to be. My partner and I have been attending antenatal classes and we've really been enjoying it. So I've already got videos up on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and this is going to be 5 and 6. So we've been going along to the classes with lots of other parents to be, all sorts of nationalities, and it's been a really nice easygoing environment, and it's something that I've looked forward to each week. And I think I was glad when it was over because it indicated that I was getting closer to the birth of my child. Now, some of the things that they went over in those classes was your newborn baby's blood tests and what they would need. The babies don't need to have these tests, it's totally up to you, but you need to be informed about what they require. Also, they like to inform you on whooping cough, which actually has started up again in New Zealand. That again is your own choice. And childhood immunisation. This is important if your child is going to be around a lot of other babies. If you're a mum that's going to be staying at home with your child on your own a lot, then some of those immunisations may not be practical or what you want for your child. But if they're going to be in daycare or around a lot of whānau, then it might be an idea to make sure that they do get all the immunisations that they require. Something else we also went over was how baby sleeps in the bed, and what they say to do is whether you have a cot or whether you have a Moses basket, which a lot of people tend to use at the beginning of the birth from 0 to 6 months. So the Moses baskets can sit beside the bed. And you can also put the Moses baskets into the cot to get the child used to the transition from the basket into the cot. So whether it is the basket or the cot, you need to lie them on their back, and you need to have their feet at one end of the bed. So it would be right up against the end of the bed, and you need to have the blankets laying over them flat so that it actually locks them into the bed. These are the things that could easily stop cot death. Making sure that your baby is on their back for every sleep, keeping baby smoke free from the start, breastfeeding your baby, immunising your baby on time, and making sure baby is in their own bed for every sleep, but still close to the parents. And it could really make a big difference. And they also gave us tips for babies. So this goes over your guide to getting ready, coping with crying, preparing your older children, settling and sleeping, baby blues, feeding, and a lot more. So, you know, there's a pamphlet for everything. Something else that we also covered was the maternity tours and going to the hospitals and the facilities that are there. Also the equipment in your delivery room, so you know what's actually happening, what happens with the afterbirth, in the postnatal ward, checking out, and the support available to you afterwards. And obviously if you're in hospital charges, if you're a New Zealand citizen, there are none. Information on if you have to have an emergency birth, if you need to take an epidural, which you need to organise with your midwife ahead of time. Water birth, I'm going for the drug-free water birth, that maybe with the gas. I'm going to try and stay away from the epidural because I don't like the look of the needle. And ways to cope with the labour pain. Then after that, and it's something that we should all be doing throughout all our pregnancies, is part of the coping is the exercise. So they'll take you through a stretching and pregnancy program, your pelvic floor muscle training. Women need that regardless of whether they're giving birth, and lifting and bending over, because as we know, as we get into our 3rd trimester, it's just getting harder and harder to bend over. So yeah, that's really about it. Oh, one other thing. And hopefully, you know, the information that I've provided for you will make you want to go along to an antenatal class. And if that doesn't persuade you, This is the company, reachme.co.nz, and we got a goodie bag, and it was full of all sorts of school stuff. So Libra maternity range, I assume that's a pad. And then we got the Advent, they're kind of like, oh God, what are they? They're a sanitary pad, I think. We got $10 off at the Bakery Factory. This really nice magazine. The Natural Parent magazine, full of expensive stuff though. More Advent nipple pads, Treasures baby wipes, Treasures nappies. What is this? Pantene. This is a little shampoo and conditioner. And one of my favourites, the Eco Store, that is a bubble bath, and it's a hand cream for mum. We also got given this cool little treasures folder, and it is for all your baby stuff. So, you know, that was definitely worth going along to score that. And some Dermal Lab skincare products, yay. So, you know, hopefully that will help you make your mind up about going along. I'm always up for goodie bags, and this one was jam-packed. There's a lot of information out there. At the end of the day, your baby is going to be born when it's going to be born, and you need to do what's right for you. I'm really pleased that we went along to the classes, and we really enjoyed meeting the people there. So we're looking forward to the birth of our baby, and I think after this I'm joining Plunkett. So once you go from your midwife to your antenatal classes, then you get handed on to Plunkett, and they have a pear class. Pear is Māori for baby, and you can join that. So maybe we'll be doing some blogs on the pear class after baby's born. This is Bianca, Fallon, mā te wā.